Life is like going on the Texas Giant. It's a quick, yet long journey that contains many ups and downs. At various points of the journey, you're unable to get past these downs. In times like these, the downs don't go up, but rather seem to plummet further down. This is the cause of commotion in our lives. Commotion becomes the stress that we cannot cope with any longer. It then affects how we think, feel, or act. Today, we will look at how stress comes to be, how it can benefit us, and crucial ways to cope with it. For every person, stress is caused by various things in their lives. We get stress from simply public speaking, our friends, our family, financial problems, and arguments. But for a lot of people, our stress comes from working. Working's the main thing that gets in the way of many of us, and then it affects our personal lives. According to Harvard Health Stress Reducer, an article in 2012, 40% of U.S. workers admit to experiencing office stress, and 1/4 say work is the biggest source of stress in their lives. Stress is not only found in adults, but it's also found in teens and children. While reading The End of Your Lives by Don Joseph, I found that more than 73% of the teens get overly stressed from schoolwork. This causes lack of focus, sleep deprivation, constant headaches, and anger. Just as stress comes in different forms for everybody, it can also affect people in a good way that can be useful and motivating, and in a bad way, which causes anxiety and health problems. Stress can also be beneficial in a really small degree, mentally and physically. According to a women's magazine, stress is a small burst of energy that basically advises on what you should do. In small doses, stress has many advantages. For instance, stress can help you meet daily challenges and motivates you to reach your goal. In fact, stress can help you accomplish tasks more efficiently. It even boosts your memory. Another way to cope with stress is to get organized. Getting organized, planning ahead, and being prepared can reduce stress levels. Here are some ways to do so. You should organize your short-term plans. If you're stressed at the thought of an upcoming trip, try to hammer out all the details as early as you can so there are no X factors. Knowing what's ahead will give you a sense of control and help you better manage any random things that might pop up. You should also organize your space. If you do, life will seem so much more manageable. This might take some effort, but I promise you, the benefits outweigh the little time and the end you spend getting everything right. Getting rid of things you no longer need, such as clothes, small supplies, or anything you have, and rearranging your space to make it as functional as possible will reduce your stress levels. Try to maintain an organized and clean living space. I would do this by taking 10 minutes every single weekend to throw out anything you don't need and rearranging things you already have. A clean and clear space makes clear minds and therefore a less stressful mind. In conclusion, I have informed you about the causes of stress, the benefits and the harms of stress, and some ways to cope with it. Stress is inevitable in our lives. It'll affect us all the time, but after all, it does get us where we are today. Thank you.